Where did my missing underwear keep disappearing to until I found my male roommate's hidden stash? So I'm living with this guy Austin, who seemed pretty normal when we first met through a Facebook housing group. But after about 2 months, I started noticing my underwear going missing from the laundry. Not just any underwear, specifically my good ones. The cute lace ones I actually spent money on, not the granny panties from Target. At first I thought maybe the washing machine was eating them. You know how socks just vanish? I figured underwear could do the same thing. But then I realized it was only happening to mine, never Austin's boxers or socks. I started keeping track and wrote down what I put in the wash versus what came out. 3 pairs gone in 1 week. I asked Austin if he'd seen them anywhere, maybe mixed in with his laundry by accident. He got this weird look on his face and said he hadn't seen anything, then quickly changed the subject to asking if I wanted pizza for dinner. Red flag number 1, but I brushed it off. The next week, 4 more pairs disappeared. Now I'm getting pissed because these weren't cheap. I started doing my laundry at different times, thinking maybe someone else in the building was stealing them, but it kept happening. I even tried hiding my underwear in a separate bag, but somehow they still went missing. Then I noticed Austin acting strange whenever I mentioned the missing underwear. He'd get fidgety, start cleaning something random, or suddenly remember he had an important phone call to make. When I suggested we report it to the landlord as theft, he practically begged me not to, saying it would just cause drama. One day I came home early from work with a migraine and heard strange noises coming from Austin's room. Not what you're thinking, just like rustling sounds and drawers opening and closing. I knocked and asked if he was okay. Dead silence for like 30 seconds. Then he yelled that he was just organizing his closet. That night I couldn't sleep, so I got up to get some water. Austin's door was cracked open and I could see him sitting on his bed going through what looked like a small box. When he heard my footsteps, he shoved it under his bed so fast he nearly fell off the mattress. I pretended not to notice and went back to my room, but now I was fully suspicious. The next morning after Austin left for work, I did something I'm not proud of. I went into his room to look around. I wasn't planning to snoop through everything, just wanted to see if maybe he had some of my stuff mixed in with his by accident. I checked his dresser drawers, nothing weird. His closet was normal guy stuff, but then I remembered that box he shoved under his bed. I got down on my hands and knees and pulled out this plastic storage container. My heart was pounding because I felt like such a creep, but I opened it anyway. Inside was every single pair of my missing underwear, not just the recent ones, but pairs I thought I'd lost months ago before we even lived together. Some still had my name written in Sharpie on the tag from when I lived in the dorms. There were at least 15 pairs, all neatly folded like some kind of twisted collection. But here's the really sick part. At the bottom of the box was a notebook. I opened it and found dates written down with descriptions of each pair, like pink lace, Tuesday, smells like vanilla body wash. He'd been documenting this whole thing like some kind of research project. I felt like I was going to throw up. I took pictures of everything with my phone, then put it all back exactly how I found it. I spent the rest of the day at my friend Rachel's house trying to figure out what to do. She wanted me to call the police immediately, but I was worried they wouldn't take it seriously. When Austin got home that night, I acted completely normal, made small talk about his day, watched Netflix on the couch, but inside I was planning my move. I decided to wait until he went to work the next day, then pack all my stuff and leave. I'd deal with breaking the lease later, but Austin must have sensed something was off because he kept asking if I was okay. When I said I was just tired, he offered to make me tea. That's when I noticed him watching me way too closely, like he was studying my face for reactions. The next morning, I called in sick to work and waited for Austin to leave. As soon as his car was gone, I called Rachel and my brother to come help me move. We had about 6 hours to get everything out. While we were packing, Rachel convinced me to take the evidence box with us. We loaded everything into a U-Haul truck and I left my keys on the kitchen counter with a note that just said, "Found your collection. Don't contact me." I blocked his number and all his social media accounts before he could even get home from work.